Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Paddy as a One Bro. Thanks for waiting. Laura's here.
I'm still here.
This is episode 70, take 2. I'll explain why in a minute. This is, before we start, obviously I've killed the Loran Dankbeast now. We'll show you how many deads in a minute. Laura, what are we looking at?
You beating some dude up.
Yeah. Basically, this is an example of how to do the new Beasthood cheese that I mentioned on the last time. So basically, it's a cheese where you build your Beasthood meter up right by the fog door, quit out, obviously back your save up, and then load that save in, and you start with a full Beasthood meter and a full minute of Beast, which is very, 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 very helpful and a bit broken, but I don't give a fuck at this point. I'm balls deep in the Chalice dungeons. I don't care anymore. So basically, I have to slap him. The reason I had to slap him so much is because he wouldn't want to go here himself.
Yeah.
He de-aggroes like a door and a half back, so I had to pop him down. So you get your Beasthood meter, quickly quit out, and then resave. So when you come back in, you've got the big meter. And I'm waving my mouse at the top to show Laura that you all can't see.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Loran Dankbeast. Now, Laura, there's a story here, isn't there?
Yes.
Of me being this.
You'd been doing this for some time.
5 days, I think.
And then I'm all like, cool, I'm going to go for a nap. I'll see you later. And when I came down, you were still doing it.
Yep.
So I said, maybe you're not good enough. Maybe you should just give up.
You're like, give it one more and then we'll go do something else.
Yeah, we'll go do something else. It'll be fine.
Yeah, this
Come
is
back
that
to
run.
it later.
And this is the run we're watching. This is that run.
Yeah.
I was
and
so
then
angry because it was
just
painless.
Immediately went, oh, I've done it.
I just went full beast mode and it just came together. The trick I learned, all the guides I read were like hit one leg and then trick him to do his kind of swipe attack. What they didn't say was hit one leg, try the other leg every now and again. Because the problem I was having was that I wasn't able to get the stagger loop going. So I hit his left leg and he hits the right way. Then I hit his right leg and he goes the other way. So it was just trying to keep that stagger loop going. This big sweep attack. This is what I wanted. And then yeah, once I had the timing locked in, I wish I'd tried that earlier. This would have been a lot shorter. I would have been a lot less angry for a whole week. Because this boss fight is, and I put it this way, is like fighting a blender while being in a blender, and you can't see the blender. Like most of the runs I did ended in 2 or 3 hits.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was going in
I
and
did
blurt.
see you do probably about an hour's worth of trying on various occasions.
It was horrific. It was bad. I felt bad.
Apparently the way to get you to be good is just tell you you're shit and to give up.
Yeah. So there is a number of deads coming up in a moment. See if you can guess before it comes up. Don't write it in the comments because I know you're going to cheat and write the number in. And
all
of course,
2 of you.
I've hidden the screen that shows me. Here we go. Ready? The number is. Here we go. 325 deads. That was fucking rough. About 100 a night for a couple of nights and then some on and offs, but it was awful. It was the worst I felt about a boss.
But now it's done!
It's done, and now we make a new chalice. So, this is episode 70, the re-edit, because it lost all of our Audacity footage after we finished. It only saved.
Pretty good episode as well.
We had an amazing
episode. And then you came over to the computer and nearly cry shouted.
I was so angry. So I'd like to thank, while I'm on the screen, I've just cut out the edited highlights. I'd like to thank Jeremy Greer and the Law Hunter, Sina Wu, at the Law Hunter and at JG Greer on Twitter. You know them because you're here. You know them.
You are them.
You are them.
Hi guys.
Hi, you are them for providing emotional support throughout this trying time. Except for Sina Wu, who was just horrible. Oh look, this happened. I actually did a scream.
We were running around and then you just disappeared. You're like, what the fuck happened? It's like, I think you went through a trap door.
I have never seen that trap in the game. I didn't know that was a thing.
I think because you were too busy probably looking at where you were going, whereas I was looking at you.
It was horrific.
And you just didn't know what had gone on.
Yeah, so this is the Great East Chalice, which is the second to last chalice. And this is the first layer of the Great East Chalice, which is basically fucking nothing. It's a piece of piss. I think I did take a dead to this brain sacker, but I didn't care at this point. Like, as long as you hit switch, everything else is gravy.
I don't know. I quite like it as the chalice designs go because it's got a nice colour and it's got all this kind of cosmic dust floating around, which is really pretty.
And like the growths, you see those on a lot of like the cosmic looking things, the kin enemies.
I think it's just a nice colour. It's very kind of like Macalania Woods, kind of that light bluish, slightly icy look
from the Final Fantasy X. So this is the first boss of the Great East Chalice, a bog standard brain sucker, who I still don't know quite the reason he made it to be an actual boss. Obviously, I'm going to die here.
Yeah, you died a few times to him.
Not as many as you think.
Like 3?
It wasn't that many. Yeah, he sucked out my brain goo. Luckily, I don't have that much brain goo right now, so he's sucking out nothing. He's sucking blood from a stone, like just a dry lump. I've just left all the boss fights in as they are. Like this is just unedited runs. So Pete, this is all unfiltered. This is fine. You can screenshot these as normal friendly Pete. But yeah, so we kind of cut out. We lost a lot of conversation.
Yes.
For this episode, we talked for like 40 minutes.
Yes.
We talked a lot about E3.
Yes.
We talked a fair bit about Elden Ring.
Yes.
We're going to save that for the next episode and try and do it again.
We will have those conversations
because I think it was a good chat and I'd like people to hear it, but I don't want to do it on this short. This is also going to run a bit short, this one. We want to get this one out now. And I think if I put any more files into this Vegas file, it's going to explode.
Yeah.
What we can talk about is what we've been up to. Obviously, One Bro's been on a bit of a break because we've been, frankly, trying to beat that boss for a while. I've been trying to beat that boss for a while, and frankly, we've had no end of sicky, icky problems.
Yes, someone keeps bringing home the lurgy from nursery, so first thing we know is she's sick. A few days later, we're sick, and then the next week she was sick again, and then we were really sick.
Yeah. So at work, one of my colleagues, I have myself, an assistant manager, and a sales assistant, 5-day a week and 2-day a week. The assistant manager was on holiday, and the sales assistant had some bad retorts come back. So I was by myself for a whole week at work, apart from the volunteers, and I had a lot of volunteers drop like flies that week as well. So thank you to anyone who made it in. Hey Joe! Hi Joe! Hi Joe, thanks for coming in, mate. I had to bribe him with lunch on Saturday and stay a bit longer. Joe recently is a subscriber to my channel from work. Hi Joe!
Hey, Mr. Joe.
Love you, Joe. Can't remember what your channel's called right now because it didn't give me a notification, but I'll tell you all later. He's good. He's a nice boy.
We'll mention it next episode.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we had a rough week, and
no.
I was in no state to record.
And not like we usually do, where one of us is sick. Both of us were getting sick at the same time, and by that point, baby was very much better. So you're having to feel like you're dying because you are dying, but whilst dealing with a toddler that all they want to do is run around, scream, and play.
It has been probably.
It was rough.
I've been done with the Dankbeast for probably 3 weeks at this point, 2-3 weeks. This we recorded. Oops, gone screensaver. This one we've recorded about. What, 3 days ago?
3-4 days ago.
Yeah, and then, on top of everything, so obviously we lost our audio footage, and then I went to load up Vegas to see what I could do, and Vegas wouldn't open either, because the latest Windows update has broken it. So I had to sit there and fix that for an hour. Yeah. Oh, there you go, his hat fell off. Do you remember this? Yes. So when I beat him, his hat just pings back, and I sat there laughing about that
I was
for a long time.
As per usual, and he's too busy pissing himself.
It was so funny, he just kind of pings back. I can't believe we nearly missed it. But yeah, his hat just fell off, and I thought that was pure, unadulterated comedy. Shut up. Don't look at me like that. So that's boss 1 of the Great East Chalice done. And all told, this whole section was maybe 10 minutes. This was not long, and the footage is skipping a little bit for us, but I'm sure it's fine for you. This is level 2 of the Great East Chalice with another one of those cool elevators. You remember? The cool elevators.
Yeah.
And it goes up. And it goes to nothing. Just a couple of doors that I can't get through. Our video capture's gone a bit iffy now, so if our audio goes a bit wrong, it's because it's gone wrong. So there's all these horrible little frenzy bugs up here, who just cause frenzy. Mini abrituses.
But yeah, so on top of being obviously very sick and stuff, and it's very hot and summery. We haven't done much else. No,
we had work problems, all sorts. We barely even play games in the evening, have we?
Yeah, no, you just get home and you're like, I'm tired.
We've been watching a lot of the Heroic Legend of Arslan. Oh, this is a bell that I hit. Because
you could, because there was a bell.
Yeah, and turns out, when you hit that bell... Oh no, spiders! This is one of those spider dungeons, and you think you're fine, and there's like... One of them's going to do a cool attack that I don't remember now. Here we go. I think that one at the back, we can go... Stab. Why? What is that attack?
Well, those guys have got the face on.
You've got the face on! And there's... I mean, look how many of these bloody bugs there are. Again, this was a really easy lever to get to, like 2 minutes.
Okay, lots of the
and then
cool
this
kind
move,
of like,
which I have never seen. He hit me so hard my battery ran
out. Lots of the cool like dust everywhere.
Yeah, the spooky dust. I like the spooky dust. So this is the boss of level 2. It's only a big old celestial emissary. as boss fights go, I mean, it's not bad, is it?
I mean, I do like just the way they've animated his head. It does look proper like goofy.
Oh yeah, it's got a horrible look to it. Like there's definitely some fluid there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's just it looks like there's something inside. It's got a proper kind of like jelly. Looks properly like jelly, like the way it moves and stuff.
Oh, you may notice, by the way, that I am getting hit by quite a lot of things in this fight because I do not know this guy's move because I've never fought him for longer than 30 seconds. Like, the one you meet in the base game is such a chomp. He's basically a standard enemy at that point. He's a chomp. Even on the Bloodborne 4, I think, what, took me 2 goes to kill it? We didn't do that for long, did we?
No.
The problem is, I actually don't like the big fat boy here because I wanted to do the Shaman Boneblade trick with all his little bitch boys and make his bitch boys do it, but they didn't.
No, because there's no bitches.
No,
Just you.
It's sad. It's really sad. I miss it.
But yeah, going back, we've started watching anime.
Yeah, the Heroic Legend of Arslan, which is apparently it's based on a real-ish story or a folk story.
It's based on a real-life folk story.
Okay, so that's the move that is the end of me.
But
and will be.
If you care to watch some of it, the fighting scenes really good, and like basically all of them are on horseback as well, which makes it really interesting.
Yeah, it's not just sword boys. The main fighting guy, Daryun, uses a spear almost exclusively, and he's cool with it. Also, whenever he turns up, enemy soldiers, even if there's like 100 or 1,000, go, "Oh no, it's Daryun!" and they all just run away. It's like
piss themselves.
There are 100 of you. But then every now and again he will be very, very cool and kill like 6 of them in half a second. Like, oh, okay, yeah, he's allowed to be very cool.
This is what he does. He's a strong, not so smart one.
Yeah, but it's on Netflix, isn't it? The dub isn't bad.
No, it's
Dub's
really
alright,
good.
yeah.
We did try watching at first because I think the first time we loaded it up, it was over dinner, and we're like, "Cool, yeah, we'll just watch this."
By the way, before we do, everyone, this is Laura's Netflix subtitle rant. Let's go.
Oh, fucking! We put the subtitles on as well as the audio, and none of it matched up to the point it was so distracting. You like genuinely have no idea what's going on because it was not even remotely close.
Yeah.
And then she's screaming in the background as well. You're like, I can't do this.
Yeah, we had to wait until she was in bed to watch it.
And then just put it on. I think we just put it on the audio then.
Yeah. Normally, see, that's weird for us. Normally we'd pick the Japanese version with the subtitles, but we picked the dub. I think because we started with the dub, and it's like these voices are okay.
To be fair, generally depending on how lazy I'm feeling, we'll go with dubs. If I'm just like, go on then, I have some dubs. Obviously, always crunchy, it's subs. So, and it's weird if you try and translate. Like I did that with Haiku because I did the dubs on Netflix, and they've only got like the first 2 seasons. Yeah. And then I had to go move to the subs over on Crunchy.
Happened with us on Attack on Titan as well,
yes.
didn't it? I tried season 2.
It's just kind of weird because people suddenly aren't.
So I thought I was safe here. You saw those lasers; they went through that column. I thought I was safe.
I think because you think the column's wider than it is because it's got stuff around it.
Oh, they definitely went through the column.
But yeah, so we've been enjoying that, and we're trying to watch a few other bits and pieces.
Trying things out, aren't we? We're just giving.
You've got a few things that have popped up on Netflix that are like fight boy things. So you're like, totally watch that.
That thing called Record of Ragnarok. Oh, that looks like it's my shit.
That's definitely a you show.
One of the characters appears to be Adam, like Adam and Eve Adam, and is literally nude with a fig leaf the whole time. Like, all right, that's pretty JoJo, isn't it? I mean, that's quite JoJo as these things go.
As these things go.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that out at some point because again, I do like my fight boy animes. I like my Kengan Ashura on Netflix. After a bit of a shaky start, I got really into that. I really enjoyed it. Baki, if I hadn't read the manga, I'd probably would have watched all the Baki by now. Yeah. Because the manga's pretty close to, the anime's pretty close. I died again though. Sorry, our video is kind of stuttering a little bit because our computer was tired. And we're missing stuff because it's like, I died. But yeah, no, I'd probably watch more Baki. Like, I just like the fight boy animes. I just like big meaty boys kicking 7 lumps of shite out of each other. Like, I find it very entertaining. But
it's not so much what I call like shonen stuff.
No.
It's more just like
big burly
fight. It's like, hey, look, my muscles are get muscles. Yeah. Kind of blokes.
Hi, I'd like to watch a tournament arc, please.
Just
for a whole show.
All it is a tournament arc.
I love a tournament arc. I love a tournament arc.
Muscly, angry, bloody tournament arc.
I love tournament. Oh, I got stuck in the corner there. That's
Yeah.
when I got stuck. I like tournament arcs more than I like one of the beach episodes. Tournament arcs are the fucking best. So I think I gave up. Did I give up here for the night?
I think you gave up.
I think I gave up here for the night. That was my very short run where I got stuck in the corner and I gave up. So that's going to be about it for us today.
Yeah. We will, like I said, we'll come back with another E3 talk and Elden Ring talk for those that are waiting for my feedback, because you already know Patrick's.
Oh, Elden Ring! Look up at the sky.
Oh, this is all I get all
It
day long.
burns.
All day.
It's really good.
Oh.
But yeah, it was good. But we're going to cover that on the next episode, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna have the same chat again and probably have the same reactions. So.
We'll think about our things and we'll go back. By the way, Laura, we can finish whenever you want. I put loads of extra footage on the end so we could talk until we were finished.
Can I go then?
You can probably go if you want.
Oh yeah, cool.
Any final thoughts?
No. Bye.
Computers are bad. Bye.